Anthony Hill Jr. A lot of times people swing and miss because we have.
You're right. People are asking about this guy.
We have a lot of Texas fans. You know
we do
what I'm
have a
saying?
lot of Texas fans.
So
book him.
Anthony Hill can play though.
Yeah,
Anthony Hill can play. Anthony Hill can play. I'm gonna say something challenging to you, and I'm gonna tell you how my board ended up. But
you
Bryan,
put him in the first round?
No, I ain't put him in the first.
You thought he was better than C.J. Allen?
So this is what I think about Anthony Hill Jr., right? First of all, the size kind of jumps off at me.
Yeah.
He got some size and he got some length, Bryan.
6'3", 238 is what he's listed at.
You watch him run around a little bit, Bryan. He got some athleticism, don't he?
Sure does.
That kid got some athleticism on it, Bryan. He be flying. I don't think everybody's a sideline to sideline guy. I'm going to start stopping people when they start saying, he's a sideline. Some people not.
By the way, did you hear Sean Payton yesterday? Reporters asked about Greenlaw coming back for the Broncos. Mm-hmm. And the guy said, are you looking forward to having Greenlaw playing downhill? Mm-hmm. And Sean goes, what do you know about downhill linebackers? The guy goes, nothing. He goes, absolutely. So, yeah, go ahead. You're going to stop people from talking about the sideline to sideline.
And Hill, one of them downhill guys.
He's a downhill guy.
Right. It's the problem. It's the problem. Anthony Hill.
I knew you were going to get to this
Anthony Hill is sideline to sideline.
And downhill.
That's something he get downhill.
He gets downhill.
And he thump shit.
Yeah.
Remember I taught you that one, right?
You taught me thump shit. Yeah.
Thump shit and smack shit.
Yeah.
Bryan, he thumping down there, Bryan.
Yeah.
He's thumping down. Yeah. Very aggressive. I think he sees it really well in the run game. Anthony Hill sees it, Bryan.
Yeah.
Anthony Hill sees it and he gets there and he's comfortable dealing with them linemen down there, Bryan.
Yeah.
He's comfortable dealing with those guys. I think he's going to have some issues in coverage, but most of these guys have issues in coverage, so I ain't going to really knock him too much for that. But I think he has the athleticism and the length that'll help him make up for it, to where even if he's not in the right place, hey, man, get your arms up and run over there and you'll be fine, right? But, Bryan, I think there's some value using him as a pass rusher as well, Bryan. Letting this dude get downhill, thump, rush a little bit. And look, I see some pass rush shit on him, Bryan. I see some moves and some dip around and some hands from him, Bryan. I'm going to let you give your report on him, and then I'm going to ask you a very interesting question about Anthony Hill Jr., Bryan. Why don't you just break him down for me?
I think there's some thumpy inside linebackers.
Very physical.
That might not be great cover guys, but playing the run, being physical, having to do what they have to do, just kind of tone setters. I think there's exceptional lateral quickness for this guy. Man. I think he can cover some ground in a hurry. I think he's one of those guys that shows a great deal of speed for the position. The instincts, the ability to diagnose is a real plus. He does a good job of beating blockers to the spot. When those blockers come out second level, step ahead, right there, not getting blocked, not getting holed up, not like what we saw a little bit with Kenneth Murray this year, kind of like getting lost on the block. This guy has the ability to kind of play a step ahead. I love the way he gets the ball. He has a feel for how to attack the pocket as a blitzer. You mentioned that as well. He could get around the corner. He could power through the middle. He does a good job, like I say, as a blitzer. He's able to process information quickly for the position. He's not out of position. He's not taking false steps for the position. Here we go, downhill player. A little bit of a spot drop linebacker. When we talk about that, it's like the scheme will require him just to kind of go to a spot and sit and kind of wait and see what happens there. I don't think that's really something that, not to say he can't cover because he's got the speed, but you see him playing a lot of spot drop. I think he could be better if he's asked to do more, just because of the athletic ability. There's snaps where you will see him overrun plays because he is so aggressive. He can be a touch aggressive in this regard. He's a sure tackler. He plays with some upper body power, some strength of the position. He does a good job playing with his hands. This guy was a 5-star recruit coming out of Denton, Texas. And he is one of those guys when you watch him play. Sometimes there's these 4 or 5-star recruits that you can, they don't play to that level. I think this kid plays to that level. I like this kid a lot as a linebacker.
Bryan, why do people have C.J. Allen ranked over him?
We're starting to figure out the Hills, the Allens, I mentioned Trotter. I think Rodriguez from Texas Tech is probably going to be in these linebackers that are that way. I would say, and I can understand why people are asking about him, because I bet you there's people that believe that he's better than Allen. And there's some tradey things that he does that is better than Allen. And I don't think he nor Allen, you want to have him play coverage. I think that if you had to pick one to develop to be a better cover guy, I think Anthony Hill would be that guy. I've got Allen and Hill right there in the second round.
Yeah.
When you really sit down and say, okay, go back, Bryan, and pull out the legal pad, write down Allen, write down Hill, and just start checking things off. Yep. You're probably going to check more things off for Anthony Hill than you are for C.J. Allen.
I got Hill ranked over Allen, bro. I got Hill ranked over Allen.
Not surprising.
If I look at what they do, they're both downhill, thumpy, good diagnosing run guys.
Yeah.
But I mentioned this when I broke down Allen before I even saw Hill. I was concerned about Allen's movement and athletic ability.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he's slow. He could beat me in a foot race, Bryan.
Yeah.
But I've seen how some of these running backs match up on these linebackers in the league.
Yeah.
And I see how like when we got to play like Jahmyr Gibbs or something, like those things matter, Bryan. Yeah. And I think C.J. Allen is a hell of a football player, but if I had one concern, it's his movement. So how come I can look at Anthony Hill and be like, hey, man, they both do similar things in the run game, but Hill just move much better.
Yeah.
Hill can move.
Right.
He can fly, Bryan.
Yeah.
C.J. Allen can't fly. And sometimes C.J. Allen's seeing it.
I think he moves well, but the flying part of it, I think you're absolutely right on.
C.J. Allen sees it, and sometimes him seeing it can mitigate the movement or the lack of movement.
Yeah.
I'd rather take the guy that can see it and can fly and run around and has length. Yeah. So if I had to develop a guy into a dude that can work in coverage, because we had this conversation last week.
We did.
Man, I'm taking Anthony Hill and going, all right, big fella, what don't you understand? Well, you look good dropping in your coverages. Oh, you just don't know where to go?
Yeah.
Let me show you where to go. C.J. Allen can know where to go, but if he ain't athletic enough to get there quickly, I think that's what's going to separate those.
If you read my notes, you would say that you like Hill better. When I read the line, we'll need work as a blitzer.
Sure.
As I'm telling you that Hill, I just said it, Hill can blitz.
Yeah.
The questions you're going to have about both these guys are going to be the cover stuff.
Yeah.
But who do you feel better?
Hill
dealing with the twitchy.
Hill
with the
tight ends, anything.
You're not. I don't think you're wrong about this one.
Yeah.
I really don't think you're wrong about this one. And when you sit down and really compare the two, I could see fighting for C.J. Allen in this thing. But I could also see the people that are telling me, damn, Broaddus, you need to look at Hill at 20. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But when you really sit down and compare your notes, Hill reads as a better player than Allen.
I think that's what draft is, Bryan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not counting Reese because he's a different type of dude. But everybody's top linebackers that they're talking about is Sonny Styles and C.J. Allen.
Yeah.
So I watch Hill. I kind of wish C.J. Styles was a little more Sonny Styles. I wish he was a little more physical.
Yeah.
I wish he was a little more physical down there in the trenches.
Yeah.
He's probably the better athlete of them.
He's the guy that could play the cover and
I know he can cover.
Yeah, because former safety has a little bit of a history of this.
And maybe in the league now, coverage ability is a little more important. Maybe right now.
I don't disagree with you on that.
But man, I look at Anthony Hill versus Allen and go, man,
you've made a really convincing argument about that.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, because you do. If you read, and I know just going through and you ask me the question, why?
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't have a great answer for you.
Especially at a position that I want you to run. I want you to run fast.
Yeah. Especially a position, though, that you need that if you're the Dallas Cowboys,
for sure,
you need help. Now, if you're a fan of another team, we think that both these linebackers could play.
I like them both.
But if you look specifically for the Dallas Cowboys,
I'll go Hill.
Yeah. You think about Hill. Absolutely, you would think about Hill.